What in the world is that? Who would make something this frappin' crazy? Well, your boy, Sensei, Severe Keith Severance. This is a little Frankenstein creation I've been putting together. I'm calling it the Thang. It's just basically a creature bait, just like you would see in other predator fishing. Primarily, I'm going to try to, catch flatheads with it, but I can see this working for muskies, stripers, really any kind of predator. It's just going to have a lot of movement, even dead sticking. These fibers are going to be moving. These tentacles will be moving, especially with a little current. It's just a combination squid, tube bait, crawdad. You got your fur and you got your fiber. And that stuff should hold scent really well. These pinchers are made of a special plastic. I can pull on that as hard as I want. A fish is not going to tear those pinchers off like a normal plastic lure you would get. So that's a really cool feature. Here's another cool feature. Look inside here in these tentacles, and I've got a little opening there for a glow stick. So I mean, in murky water situations at night or whenever you want to try it, man, just adds a little more flair to the lure. Should make them tentacles flare a little more, and that just sticks right down in there. And I made it tight so it's not going to come out. So that'll be cool to see what that looks like at night underwater. I'm going to show you basically how I plan on rigging this thing. Is, a big, like they use in wormfish, plastics fishing, a big offset hook, Magnum style, and I'm just going to Texas rig this. So this will be weedless, virtually weedless. You can run it through rocks, wood, anything you want to. And basically what you do with that is you start at the tip of the tail there, and you go straight down the middle of that lure, about right up to where that hook starts to bend. See how it's straight, and then you go to the bend. That's when you push it through the underbelly. Then you take that whole lure and slide it up the shank of the hook. You can see I got a snell knot there. I love using snells on a lot of stuff, and especially big soft plastics. When you set the hook, snell, you're tied directly to the shank, so you have a direct and powerful hook set, versus if you had a knot like a Palomar that was swiveling around that big eye of that hook. This is just more direct, a little more power, drives that hook home. So you go ahead, push it, get it around that offset. You gotta work it a little bit. Keep working it. It's kind of hard to get it up around that offset, but you just push it and I take mine all the way up to where the plastic is just past that eye. And boom, you don't even see the eye of the hook anymore. Then you simply turn the hook. This thing is crazy, but I've left an opening here with amongst all this fur and plastic, and you see I've left a V here. This is where the hook is going to be riding. So you kind of you put the hook up against the whatever plastic you're using, and once again, kind of like you use that straight piece in the beginning for a gauge, you use where that straight piece starts to curve is where you want the hook point to go through. So in other words, and you eyeball that, so you've got to push the lure a little bit and then drive the hook through. You can see I hooked myself there.
And then bleed.
Basically right between the middle of the eyes. And you push it on up there and see how that hook's riding right there in my V. And that's how you want it. You don't want it down in the plastic. You want it riding right on top there. And when a fish hits and grabs that, and you set the hook, the plastic goes on down and it exposes that hook and drives it into the fish's mouth. Here comes a flathead. Boom. Set the hook. You catch him. It pushes on up through the plastic and hooks him. That's Texas rigging. So I haven't tested this in the water yet. We're going to take it to the aquarium and see what the Thang looks like underwater.
Good.
And here's the water test. Oh my God, look how that thing.
Ooh, the glare.
Look how that drops, man. Look at those fibers and that hair move when it pulsates. Look, even when it's sitting on the bottom, look at the stuff moving.
Trying to follow this the best I can.
There's a big munchy crawdad sitting down there. Uh-oh, here comes a fish. Get out of here. Look how that fiber and that fur. And just imagine what the water looks like when all the crawdad scents and smelly jelly, various scents I put on there, would be oozing off of this thing too. And as you can see how weedless the Texas rig is, I can drag it through. I got a thing up here on top of the tank that's stopping me from really working this good, but say I get down in between the rocks, this pops right out. Has an awesome slow drop. You can see there I've just used a Texas rig bullet weight at, slide sinker on there. And, you can put any size you want according to how fast you want it to drop, depending on current, depth, everything. But I absolutely love the looks of it. Let's turn the lights off and see what that glow stick looks like on there.
It looks really cool like that, but hold 1 second.
You can see that glow stick doesn't bright it up a whole lot, but there's a lot of different glow sticks on the market. I'm sure I could get a bigger and brighter one, but
you'd see it
if
still the flash wasn't
still really
on.
cool looking.
I can't hide the flash in the dark, but
Can you see the
glow stick?
The lure and the glow stick?
Yeah, you can see it once you get on it, but the flash is just...
Look how it's just suspending and just twitching it.
It looks...
The thing is... I really love those fibers and that hair on it. It looks so alive to me. Those tentacles. It just has everything, oh, that looks awesome. Or from over here anyways.
It looks good from up here. There. It looks great from up here.
Alright, I'm going to come up and over. There's your dead stick, twitch, and escape. Oh, I love it! Dude, it doesn't need any